Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. I'm Rebecca and I'm going to be doing the mid-May love check-in for the sign of Cancer. Alright, we're going to start right off with the romance oracle angels. And get your romance angel card out for the mid-May for your energy. What the oracles want to say to you, what the romance angels want to say to you for this period of May for you Cancers. Beautiful Cancer, sign of the crab, water sign, beautiful mother energy. Very loving water energy, Cancers. Very sensitive, kind people. But don't get that wrong. They're very strong as well. It is the sign of the crab. So there's just, there's a persistent strength there as well. But there's a loving, nurturing side to Cancers that I really admire. All right, so let's see what the romance angels have to say for this period of the month for Cancers. Card is going to be calling in your soulmate. This was the same card. I believe Taurus got. Yes, Taurus got the same card. Forgiving and learning. Wow. And Gemini got this one. So forgiving and learning and calling in your soulmate. All right. See that right there? Still see that? Yeah. All right, so let's get into it. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers and affirmations, visualizations help bring you together, right? Let's take a look at that for a minute. I love this card. Beautiful, like, energy. You see the figure there, just, really closing their eyes, deep in meditation, prayer, visualization. So this is talking about manifesting love, right? Manifesting your soulmate. Talks about wanting your soulmate, being ready for your soulmate as well, right? If you're calling in your soulmate, that means you're ready for that energy. You're ready for that type of commitment, right? You have to be ready for a soulmate energy in order to call it in, right? To consciously call it in and want it, right? You have to be ready for it. So are you ready for that, Cancer? Check out the monthly love reading for Cancer as well. I feel like you Cancers have really been making a lot of strides recently in your personal development. And I remember for the monthly love reading, it did talk about that. So check it out on my videos page. And also the weeklies are up and my new moon readings are up for all the signs. Also on the videos page. So check that out. The new moon readings have been very interesting. I used the Deviant Moon deck for that. And I pull a spirit animal. Very, very interesting reading during the new moon. But now we're talking about the mid-month of May love check-in for Cancer. What's going on for Cancers? Whoop. Knight of Swords popped out. Interesting. Somebody's coming in fast with a message. Communication, meeting could be. Oh, another card. Two of Wands. Wow. All right. Two of Wands, ready to take that next step in a vision, a project, something that you're very passionate about, right? We'll take a look at both of those cards in a minute. Interesting. All right. All right, wow. At the bottom, Nine of Cups. This keeps coming up. This card's been coming up for the monthly reading a lot and so far for the mid-monthly love check-in. Everybody's ready. Everybody's ready for love. I think a lot of signs, a lot of people in general have been going through it. It could be a generational thing. It could be a societal thing. Sometimes we have societal shifts, right? It could just be, the people that are tuning into these messages, but people are ready for love. A lot of signs are ready for love. Nine of Cups talks about having worked very hard for love already, having accomplished so much already, and being proud of it, being protective of it, protective of love that you've already established. If you're already in a relationship, you're protecting it. You're protective of the relationships you have, right? Um, and you're ready to go to the next step, which is the 10, right? All around contentment of, love, life, hearth, and home. That lovely feeling of contentment with the family, the children, the 2.5 kids, but truly loving it, right? Really being long-term commitment. This is the last step toward it, and this is when you're like grateful for everything that you have so far, that you've worked for, and you're ready for the next step, calling in your soulmate. These two cards flew out. Knight of Swords, so there's a communication coming in for you, Cancer. Definitely a communication coming into you, to you instead of, I don't feel this is coming from you out. I think this is someone coming towards you, right? And then a Two of Wands, you're ready to take the next step. You're ready to move on. You feel established now. You feel like you've made the right adjustments. You've made the right leaps in your personal development. You're ready to take the next step, right? You're ready to take the next step in this kind of journey that you're on right now. This journey for love, towards love, for calling in your soulmate. I think you've done a lot of work. Look at this, 8 of Swords. Right, so you've been coming from a place where you felt really like frustrated, restricted, but you've realized, I think, and I really do feel like this is a run-on for the monthly reading, right? You really are coming from a place where you're realizing it's your own actions, it's the way you've been behaving that's been keeping you stuck, and here you have the Death card crossing it, right? So Death energy is talking about rebirth, regeneration, a new level, right? Reincarnation, right? So you've changed. You've made a huge change. I think you've been working on this change for quite some time, and this mid-May period, you're also manifesting it even more. You've definitely come out of something, I feel, Cancer. I really feel that strongly for you. You've come out of some really big personal development. Look at this, 8. You have the 8 major arcana. So this talks about personal development, the Strength card. This is talking about a change, learning how to mature, right? This talks about maturity. This talks about conquering your baser emotions, your more immature emotions, ego, pride, vanity, things of that nature. That's immature emotion, right? So this talks about conquering that and being ready to go to that next spiritual step. The 9 is the Hermit. So you're ready to take that next step into a spiritual level, right? So you've definitely come out of a period of maturity, Cancer. This is for you, Cancers, who are kind of on a developmental cycle, right? These, I believe, is, this could be any age, by the way. I'm not necessarily talking about young people. I mean, you could be 40, 50, 60 and still developing. Trust me, I've met people who are 50 years old and were still finding their feet spiritually, just because of life, the way life has been for them, right? But you Cancers are definitely in a personal development right now, and it's all part of your desire for love, your desire for a commitment. You've been giving out, I think you've been, either you or someone has been giving you offerings of love. Someone's coming towards you. Maybe somebody's been flirting with you, right? There's been a little bit of a flirtation. Maybe somebody's offered you a date, invited you out for coffee, or, done something really nice for you. Something small, nothing major, but something small, and it's piqued your interest, right? I feel like that's coming in for you as well. You feel tired though, right? Underneath of all of this, you're feeling very tired. It's 9 of Wands energy. You do feel like you've been through it. You feel like, you need a rest. Like you just need a break, right, Cancer? Maybe you haven't had a break in love. And I know you're calling in your soulmate, but sometimes, the work is hard. You're coming out of this place here. This is the major energy. So that's hard. That's difficult. Death is always difficult. When you have a regeneration of yourself, it always is difficult. It can be physically, emotionally, and spiritually taxing, right? And you just feel like you're at the end of a long journey. And that's kind of your undercurrent energy, right? Your subconscious energy that's motivating you. It's just that feeling. You're tired, but you just have this last little bit to do. You have to press forward. Right? You have to keep going, right? You want to change for your life. You want a deeper love. Look what's coming for you. Happiness, a happy relationship. I feel like you're going to meet somebody you were meant to meet, but you needed to go through this change before you were open to meeting them, before you were ready for them, Cancer. Right? You needed to go through this change. You needed to go through this personal renewal, this personal development. But this is coming in for you. Six of Cups is beautiful energy. It's past life loves, people that maybe you've known before that you haven't even necessarily met in this lifetime, but that you have a spiritual history with, a spiritual love history. It's going to come to you, Cancer, if you haven't gotten it already. I think this is definitely a reading for Cancers who are calling in love. Not for those who are happily already involved with someone, but for you single Cancers who've been doing shadow work, you've been working on yourselves, and you're calling into love. I think this mid-May you're going to start to get some signs of it coming in. It's gonna boost your self-esteem, Cancer. Look out for it. Definitely look out for it. Calling in your soulmate is great energy, you know. It means you're ready. Let's do some clarifiers. I don't want these readings to be too long because they're only mid-month check-ins. And I know you guys don't want to be looking at, always looking at 30-minute videos. I urge you to check out other videos as well. I hope this message resonates with some of you Cancers. You guys are such sensitive and caring and nurturing people. So I always am happy when I see a love outcome for you. And this is a love coming your way. You've done the work. You deserve it. You've definitely done the shadow work. Oh, that's too many cards falling out. You've definitely done the shadow work, Cancer, and your soulmate is coming for you. Even though you feel like it's never going to happen, right? Sometimes this card can be that feeling of, ugh, look at everything I've done, and yet I still don't really quite have it, all this work I've put in, and I'm still kind of on the journey, Give us some clarity for our beautiful Cancers. All right, give us some clarity on the mid-May 2019, what they're looking at for love. How are they calling in their soulmate? All right, what's going on for mid-May for our beautiful Cancers? All right. Wow. So you got a reversal right at the bottom. Page of Swords. All right, so a lot of swords, a lot of communication. You need to do some talking. Page of Swords, again, Page of Cups up here, Page of Swords. You're going to be getting little messages, conversations, you're feeling more like you want to, I believe you'll be feeling a little bit like you want to have, you don't want to open yourself up too much anymore. You want to have conversation with people, but it's like you want to wait. You don't want to dive in. You give them a little bit of yourself, not too much. Page of Swords is a little communication, not too much. I'm feeling this card came up because that's how you're feeling. You're feeling like you've been wearing your heart on your sleeve too much. You realize you don't want to do that so much. You want to hold something back. Six of Cups. Somebody's giving you, you're getting little messages of love, and it's really making you feel good. Six of Cups. Beautiful love energy. Again, it's reinforcement. Here's Six of Cups too. This is Six of Cups as well. So this reinforces that energy. So that love, those little messages or that little flirtation that you're having is with this soulmate energy that's coming in. It could be the person that you've been waiting for. I don't know if you're having this right now, Cancer. Are you flirting with somebody? Because if you are, I think this person is you're really developing deep feelings for them. There's mad attraction. I mean, you guys are very attracted to each other. Definitely. Interestingly enough, underneath of all of that, you have Queen of Swords reversed. Usually my cards aren't reversed. I do clear my decks between readings. Queen of Swords reversed means you're a little bit hesitant to have the communication. You're afraid of talking to them. I think you're afraid of, you're afraid of rejection. You're afraid of coming at them the way you want to. You're holding back. You're tired. You've had, defeats in the past. You've had issues in the past. And you're just tired anyway. So you're feeling like you've been feeling some low self-esteem. You're not really ready to dive right in. It's kind of the same energy I was feeling with this Page of Swords here. If you do talk, you want it to be little talk. You don't want it to be too deep or too major because you're feeling still kind of raw emotionally. But this person who's coming for you, or this person you're having these like flirtations with, if you're feeling that like bubble in your heart, this is definitely that soulmate energy that's coming in. Calling in your soulmate. Six of Cups is soulmate energy. It's past lives energy. You're coming from a high priestess in strength. So there's the shadow work right there. Right, so that's the shadow work that you've been doing right there. High priestess talks about going deep, using your, your spirituality, your soul energy, right? Getting into your soul energy that we all have, touching into that sixth sense energy, opening up that third eye chakra, along with the work you've been doing in terms of maturing your emotions. So you're balancing your spiritual with the emotional, the water and the fire. You're balancing the two. It's beautiful. It means you've definitely been doing the shadow work and you've changed. There's been a big change. Now the justice comes through. You're getting justice. This is the love you deserve. Justice. This is the love you deserve. I feel like this is what's coming in. It could be that some of you as well have been going through a legal period that's coming to a close, that's allowing you to have this happy ending. That's just an aside issue that I'm feeling when I get the justice card. Whenever justice comes up, it always makes me, it always gives me a message of dealing with legal systems. Sometimes it could be, ex-wives, ex-husbands, children. Could be the child support. You finally finished paying child support and now you have enough in your life to be able to accommodate this, whatever. Like that. But however, I think the major energy here is that you've been doing the shadow work, and so you're feeling like you're getting the love you deserve, right? Things are going to even out for you. There's going to be a balance for you. You're also getting in balance. I think it's as well talking about getting your life in balance in terms of like getting your emotions in balance, right? And your head in balance as well. Not being over emotionally, being fair. Fair to yourself and to others as well. This is beautiful energy for you, Cancer. You've done the great work. You've done the shadow work. This is hard work, You've had some difficult times, but only through difficult times can you do the work. But I'm telling you right now, mid-May, if you're flirting with anybody or you're having any kind of like back and forth kind of love communication with anybody, even how little it is, but it's just making you feel giddy, that's some love energy. I feel like that's the person you're going to end up developing some really deep feelings with. Or even if you have a few people like that, I don't see that there's multiple people, but some of you may. One of them is going to turn out to be this deep, deep, deep relationship, this deep love energy, and may in fact develop into a long-term relationship. I mean, obviously everything is down to you, and free will can change the entire reading, but all things staying on course. This is beautiful reading for you, Cancers. If this resonated with you, please like and subscribe. This is my new channel, and liking and subscribing, commenting, all of those things help my channel to grow, and I love responding to all the comments. Thank you so much to all of you who've already subscribed, liked, and commented. To those of you who've reached out for private readings, thank you so much. If you want a private reading, information is below. You can just email me at bowandarrowtarot@gmail.com. Check out the full monthly May love readings and the new moon readings. The full moon readings will be out on the 18th. All right? I love you guys. For now, have a lovely mid-May. Take care, beautiful Cancers.